Okay, so here we are. We're going to edit our visuals here for our Steam page store so we can get approved. You want to make sure you fit all the dimensions. They will automatically generate when you drag and drop them, saying what they are for library capsule, library hero, library logo. You'll go ahead and into here. Make sure that your images are accurate, as they say. The library hero, you don't want an image. I realized that a little too late. So you want to make sure that one is blank and just kind of like a design. I actually had to resubmit this later, but make sure you don't do that. You're going to follow the dimensions for each of the images. That way they will populate and, the dimensions are right there. And you'll have 4 for store, 5 for screenshots, and I think 5 for those. The library logo, you're going to want to have a transparent background. Yeah, you'll have 5 library assets as well. All these want to have formatted ahead of time, otherwise they'll show up as screenshot because they don't have the proper dimensions. Once you have all that, you're going to go ahead and just submit those, making sure you're adequate sized, the designs fit, and you're following the descriptions for the requirements. Of course, you have to pay the Steam Direct fee. That's going to be your first step before setting up your store page. You're going to name your game. Then you'll come into it and you'll start going through all of the mandatory stuff to set up a Steam page. Make sure when you do this, you fill out as much information that they request as possible, especially in the description tag. Really hammer the point of what your game is. They could send it back to you and you'd have to wait another 5 days for the store page if you don't fill out the information properly. And you could see that they have a little checklist for you to fill out. Once you fill out the checklist appropriately, you'll just go through the list and then your store presence will be prepared. You'll submit that and it'll take 3 to 5 days. They usually get back to you within that time frame. Lately it's been a bit on the later side, so try to have everything, as well as fit to their description as possible. This process could take a couple of submissions for help. This is my second game now, but you can also view your store page beta mode. This is what your game is gonna look like on Steam. This is my game here called Rage Bait, and it is similar to the Stanley Parable meets Fever meme. I'll go into that if anyone's interested in a different video. But yeah, once you have this done, you're gonna work on your trailer while you wait for the submission to be submitted, because the next thing you'll need is your trailer, and then you'll work towards, promoting your Steam game. Thank you. And if you guys are interested in these types of first person, third person puzzle trivia games where there's a funny narrative like Stanley Parable or Fever Meme, give my game a wish list. It's Rage Bait. It's up on Steam. Thank you guys so much. trailer coming soon.